when routines feel like rules. We don't ever want to get fixated on a rigid routine. What we want is something that is flexible for us. Because, like I said in the last episode, when we wake up in the mornings, our energy level could have changed from the night before, or maybe an emergency came up, or you have to do something else at work and or with your kids, and you just don't have the same routine that you wanted to have. And being able to have your routine disruptive and go with the flow is really helpful. Now, sometimes people aren't very great with change, and that is also understandable. You just need to take a few minutes to process that change is going to happen today and that you're going to flow with it. And what do you need to do to help with that? So, is that like some deep breathing? Is that some meditation, going to a safe space for you so that you can be able to flow with your day? So, welcome to the last area that we'll be discussing in depression with permission and rest, redefining productivity, rhythms, not routines, building flexible structures that honor your energy instead of forcing it. So routines are often sold as the secret to success, right? You wake up at 5 a.m., you journal, you meditate, you exercise, you eat clean, all before breakfast. I know for myself, I am not a morning person. I do not like to early rise. In fact, I'll probably wake up 45 minutes before my first client of the day to get ready, make my coffee, and then be present in the session. And I will plan out the rest of my day, usually the night before. But that's when I'll take time to exercise and get breakfast. I like to do intermittent fasting, so I don't have to eat till a little bit later. All the other things that I would normally do that I'm not a morning person and won't do before my first client. But that's okay. That's what I've figured out is who I am as a person, and we all have to figure that out. But when you're living with depression, rigid routines can feel impossible. Instead of helping, they create guilt and shame when you can't keep up. So in this episode, we'll shift from routines to rhythms, a gentler, more compassionate approach that moves with your energy, not against it. So why do routines feel so heavy? Well, depression changes energy levels and motivation daily. Strict schedule built for high functioning days doesn't translate to low ones. And when you can't stick to it, you feel like you've failed, even though your capacity has shifted. The routines are external structure, rhythms are internal flows. Here's a reframe: I don't need discipline right now, I need alignment. So, what rhythms look like? So rhythms are flexible and responsive. They have structure but not rigidity. Instead of saying, I must do this at 7 a.m., rhythms sound more like, in the mornings, I like to ease into my day slowly. In the evenings, I check in on how I feel before bed. Rhythms are about patterns, not perfection. They adapt to energy, emotion, and need. Here's a gentle reminder: I can flow with my energy instead of forcing it. So, designing your rhythm of care. Try mapping your day into gentle phases instead of strict time. So, your morning rhythm is you hydrate, you stretch, you open blinds, you deep breathe. Your midday rhythm is you eat something nourishing, pause for grounding, short walk, or some rest. An evening rhythm is slow music, soft lighting, reflection, or gratitude moment. Focus on consistency of care, not consistency of timing. And of course, we would fit this rhythm into our already planned day. So if you have to get kids to and from school, how can you fit it into that? If you leave the home to work, how do you fit into that? Or if you work from home, how do you fit this rhythm into that as well? Everything's flexible and just depends on who you are as a person and what you have going on in life. So your rhythm might change every season, and that is okay. So here's an anchor thought: I move with my rhythm, not against my reality. Living in flow, not force. You don't have to fix your days, you can feel into them. Rhythms help you stay connected to yourself without pressure. So in the next episode, we'll explore rest as resistance, why slowing down in a fast world isn't weakness, but a radical act of self-respect. Here's some journal prompts for you. What parts of my current routines feel too rigid or unrealistic? What would a gentle rhythm look like for mornings, afternoons, and evenings? And how can I give myself permission to flow instead of forcing structure? Here's the comment section. Comment on anything on this video, anything on permission and rest, anything really on depression or any other heavy emotion you may be going through, and maybe any heavy season you're going through as well. We would love to give support and cheer anybody on. And then, of course, comment on any win you've had as well, because who doesn't want to celebrate wins? If you're having a hard time, comment on something. Here is a question for you. If you could redesign one part of your day, what part would that be, and how would you change it? If this video resonated with you, take a deep breath before you go. Let what you heard sink in. Know that you are not alone on this journey, and you do not have to do it all yourself. If you're feeling it, give this video a like so others can find it easily, or share it with somebody as well who you think may benefit from this video. Subscribe for new content every day of every week. And remember, here we do honest healing, real talk, and tiny steps. Almost forgot what we do here. And here are some journals and a children's book for you. These really go hand in hand with these videos. They're all about making us aware of things that maybe we're not aware of, helping increase our healthy habits and decrease our unhealthy habits. Really to just help us be better people and to get to that version of who we want to be. And you can find the link for those in post content verbiage. And then once again, I just want to thank you for taking your time to watch this video, and I hope you have a great day.